My Funding Central is my go-to place when I start to look for funding for a new project. And it's a place that I direct people to when they're just starting up a community group or are new to fundraising. To give you a bit of background, for many years there was a funding database called Funding Central. This was the resource I used for my entire fundraising career. It was free to access and it was run by NCVO, the National Council for Voluntary Organisations. But in March 2021, NCVO's Funding Central closed, creating disappointment and panic amongst charity fundraising teams. And then iDocs, which is the company that compiles all the content for several funding databases and verifies the detail behind grant opportunities, created an alternative called My Funding Central, which is supposed to be user-friendly, free to low cost, and it's meant to be for small to medium community and voluntary groups, social enterprises and charities. Using an online funding database like this can be a great place to start when looking for potential funders for your community project or group. So how much does it cost? Well, the reason I recommend My Funding Central is that for new and small groups with an annual turnover of less than 30,000 can access the database for free. Over and above that, if your annual turnover is between 30,000 and 50,000, the subscription is £50 plus VAT, and it goes up from there, as you can see here. But for larger organisations with a turnover above £1 million, then they recommend their other database, Grant Finder. How to subscribe? If you have a charity number, you can subscribe here. If you have a company number, you can subscribe here. And if you are neither a registered charity or a company, so for example, you're an unincorporated association or you're just starting out, you can provide details of your annual income here instead. On the home page, these lists are updated daily and provide a really quick way to browse funds added, upcoming deadlines, and latest news. So how do I search for funders? Well, we start by clicking on Search Now. Select your organisation type. Select your areas of work. It's recommended that you type in a location here as well. Then select your activities. What type of project are you looking for funding to pay for? Select the eligible expenditure. This is asking what will the funding be spent on. Choose your geographical scope. Try local or regional to get less results, but make sure you've included a location in step 4 above. Choose fund status. I usually just search for open for applications. And then you have the option to search for a particular funder and the option to search specific keywords. Then we click Search Now. You can assess your results here. How many results has it returned? Can you read through this many? And do they look to be relevant to your group? And then refine your search. Add a location if you haven't done already. Add a keyword, or try just local or just regional until you end up with a list of results that is manageable. You can highlight your best results, you can save your search, and you can create a report to refer back to. For more recommendations of funding databases, resources for fundraisers, and guidance in starting up your not-for-profit group and applying for funding, see the workbooks that I've listed below.